My dad, he ended up like writing like a 7-page like love confession to me.
Hold on. Oh no. Okay, keep going.
And it like kind of destroyed my entire family.
Of
And so
course.
like when do you get to a place where like for the sake and sanity of myself I have to cut you off? And like is it biblical to do that? And like what does that look like?
Oh, the ending there is interesting. Is it biblical? Here's the thing. I want to speak on this point because I feel like for Christians, they can get so locked up in this because it feels like, well, doesn't Jesus say to forgive and to be compassionate and love your enemies and to always trust and forgive 70 times 7 and turn the other cheek? Like it feels like the teaching is like, welcome them in and don't judge. But let me just add some wisdom and nuance that feels self-evident, but I just don't want anyone to manipulate or guilt trip you. It is completely okay, biblically, to set a boundary against people who are harmful, exploitive, who are acting evil towards you. You know that story of King Saul and King David? When King Saul is ruling over everything, but he's not a good king, and so God's going to remove him. He's going to put David as the king instead. But Saul catches wind of that, and he doesn't like that, and so he's going to go try to like end David. So he chases them all throughout like the mountains and the hills, trying to end him. Essentially, where David confronts Saul, and he says, "What are you doing? I haven't wronged you. Like, why are you coming after me?" And then Saul repents. And Saul says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be doing this. Like, David, you're a better man than me. Like, my bad. Come back. Come home." And then what does David do? Next verse. He flees. He runs away. And then, lo and behold, Saul has a change of heart. He gets mad again. He chases David all throughout the hills and the woods and then tries to end him. And then David confronts him again. He's like, "Why are you coming after me? I haven't done anything to you." And then Saul repents. "I'm so sorry. May God, da 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 da." And then what does David do? Does David go home? Does David reconcile? No. He flees. He runs away. He does not trust this psychomaniac who's trying to end him, right? And you could say, well, hold on, David, you need to honor your father and mother. Because remember, like, David's married to Saul's daughter, right? So Saul's father-in-law. But if you read the verses where David confronts Saul, he says something interesting. He says, "It's not my place to take justice, but may God's justice come against me if I'm wrong, and may God's justice come against you if you're wrong. I know that God will vindicate the one who is standing in the truth. I'm open and willing to submit to that. Are you?" And I think that's what it looks like biblically to submit to your parents, is that both of us submit to the Lord. And if you're insisting on sinful behavior, exploitive, perverted, gross, lying behavior, no, there's no biblical mandate to open yourself up to that. You can certainly set a boundary. David did, so don't let anyone guilt trip you.